Hi, I'm Jay Blevins,
And I'm Jasmine St. And we're systems therapists in Madison, Wisconsin.
and welcome to our video advice column from MadisonKink.com. Our question today is from Jerry, who wants to know, am I a bad person if I want to spank or maybe even hurt people a little bit during sex play?
And we get that question a lot from clients. I feel like that it's sort of a thing that hangs over people's heads, that even if they're not a sadist, someone who enjoys inflicting pain and receives sexual pleasure from it, somebody that is a top or aggressive or in some way dominant, that they often feel that they're a negative or a bad person. Oftentimes women hear, oh my gosh, am I a monster because I enjoy this and this turns me on? And I think that it's a really important question to look at.
It is, and I think you can't look at it without looking at the other side of it, the person receiving it, because that's, I think, a big misconception that people have is everybody thinks, well, pain's pain and pain is bad, but the truth is that what is pain to one person is not pain to another person. There are different, as we often say, there's good pain and bad pain to start with, but some people need higher levels of sensation, so what one person might perceive as pain, the other person just feels as intense sensation, and that's really enjoyable to them, and they need that level of intensity, and there's a variety of reasons why that happens, but you start by looking and saying, where's the other person? Are you doing this to them against their will, or is this something they actually enjoy? And that really shifts the dynamic.
And so when you look at this, well, are you a bad person if you want to spank someone? Well, probably going up to the general public and spanking them is not going to be helpful. However, if you are...
It might cause you a little trouble.
Yeah, probably. However, if you have a willing, consenting partner that they enjoy being spanked, then what you're doing is providing them with pleasure, and both of you are connecting in a sexual way. And that's actually really positive. There's nothing negative about that. So I think as long as that you have a willing, consenting partner that is enjoying this, then it's really difficult to say that you're a negative or a bad person, because what you both are doing is enjoying and receiving and giving pleasure.
And I mean, the thing is, it also is not necessarily direct. It may not be the actual act of spanking that they're enjoying. It may be the energy it creates. It may be the way it's implemented in the dynamic. For instance, a lot of people love exercise, but what they love about exercise is the way it makes them feel. They don't actually necessarily like the painful part of putting their body through that. They like what happens as a result of that, and that's exactly it. It may not be the act of something actually hitting the person that is the part they enjoy. It's what results from that, and I think that's important too.
Yeah, absolutely. And so when you are looking at your own morality and your own ethics about if you're a bad person or not because you enjoy spanking someone, I think a big part of it is to realize what your motivation is, and as long as you have consenting, willing partners, then I feel like what you're doing is exploring and expressing your own sexuality, and that's a really healthy thing.
And I think it's important that, what happens sometimes when people have play and they do these things and then afterwards they feel a lot of guilt, but it's to start looking inside yourself and recognizing, where's that guilt coming from? How much of it is what society says, and there's a lot of societal rules about what you should and shouldn't do, but if your partner is telling you something different, focus on the information you're actually getting. Just because, most people think chocolate is good. Society says chocolate's a great thing, right? We're always raving about chocolate, death by chocolate, 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 but there are people that don't like chocolate, and it doesn't mean they're wrong. It just means they're different. So if you're with somebody who says, I enjoy this, I don't care if the general public says this isn't okay, it's not harmful to me, it's pleasurable, I like it, look at that data instead of going in your head and thinking, oh, I was taught since I was a little kid I'm not supposed to spank people.
All right, so that is our question for this week. If you have questions that you would like for us to answer, please feel free to get in touch with us at advice@MadisonKink.com, and you can also get in touch with us directly if you want with the information listed below.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.